Capricorn, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your weekly reading for the 4th week of October 2020. So that's from the 19th to the 25th. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And I'm using this Divine Energy Oracle to draw a couple of cards for you to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom this mysterious oracle has for Capricorn for the 4th week of October 2020. What messages are here for Capricorn for the 4th week of October? Messages for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? So I'll just let the deck fall open where it wants to, and I'll choose a pile. And from that pile, I'll pick a couple of cards for you. Right, so let's see what you get, Capricorn. You have tune out distractions and say no. Right, say no. I think it's more like learning to assert yourself, that it's okay to say no sometimes. And there may be something more important you need to concentrate on. There may be a lot of disruptions and distractions coming your way, but you need a clear mind in the coming week. So let's see where the rest of the reading takes you. Let's see what's on the cards for Capricorn for the 4th week of October 2020. What messages are here for Capricorn for the 4th week of October? What does Capricorn need to know? So I will do a 4-card spread for you, Capricorn. The first card will depict you, where you are. And the second card will reveal your challenges at this time. And the third card shows your guidance from Spirit. And the 4th card reveals your possible outcome. And I'll put a row of underlining cards to act as clarification. So you start with the 9 of Pentacles. And then you have the Page of Swords. This is sort of like learning to speak out, needing to speak out, trying to find some degree of assertiveness, perhaps. Then you have your advice from Spirit, the Hanged Man, bit of quiet needed, and then the Tower shows your possible outcome. And these cards are underlined by the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. New beginnings here. You have the 10 of Swords, an ending, and you have the 6 of Pentacles, reassurance that you will have enough. And at the bottom of the deck you have the 9 of Wands, so this seems you've been struggling with something for a long time. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior, someone who has fought a long battle, but his aim has been towards a goal that may bring new growth and possible creative outlets. But this has been something that has taken its toll. And although you've been battling with it for some time, you're still standing and you're getting close to your goal. You're almost there. It's just you perhaps can't see how far you've come because you're so wrapped up in the struggle. Almost like you can't see the woods for the trees. But you've built up around you already a fair amount of security and stability. And have reached a point of independence through a lot of hard work, concentration and discipline. And a solution is imminent now, a victory. And that could be a victory over mental issues, may be connected with your challenges, which is to find that answer and find a voice. That's the sort of message I get from the card today. Finding a way to speak out clearly, to communicate an issue or an opinion with not only determination, but also with some degree of tact that may be needed, but not allowing yourself to be talked out of decisions and things. And there is a potential here for this beginning, this seed, to bring a lot of creative enjoyment and pleasure and harmony into your life. But you're struggling to see that now, struggling to take this idea, this possibility, and see the creative potential for it. You have in your advice row here, the Hanged Man, which suggests taking a step back, withdrawing from action at this point. You've been, this shows you've been working a long time, persevering with something for a long time, and the Hanged Man suggests that muddling on in the same direction, in the same way, may be detrimental to continuing creating further growth and potential for yourself. And it's time now to step back. You may have to even let something go, because you have underneath here the Ten of Swords, which denotes an ending. The battle, it sort of depicts this battling, the strife. The fighting is over, and you may be feeling depleted and tired right now, but at this point a new beginning arises. And that's a new beginning that can bring creativity and enjoyment But in order to appreciate it, perhaps it is time for you to pause and draw breath and see things from a different perspective to find the answers. If you're able to do that, your outcome card shows a moment of epiphany that may bring with it disruption and big changes. You may see the stripping down of something that you once thought was secure and stable and of value to you. And in that stripping down, you make way for a clean slate, a new beginning, and enable yourself to move in a new direction, leaving behind you things that, although you may once thought they fitted well with you, no, you realize no longer are of value to you. They perhaps have been things that have held you back. And it's almost like, you know, in this particular Six of Pentacles, in order to get that balance, in order to maintain enough resources, and that these resources may be energy and emotional well-being rather than the usual material things, in order to maintain that sense of balance, you may need to let something go. And that sort of like is also depicted here in your guidance card. The Hanged Man often depicts some degree of sacrifice in order to gain enlightenment, in order to see things in a different way and move forward. So that's moving forward to stripping away what no longer serves you, because something ends. And with that ending, although it may be somewhat difficult, it still ends the battle, it still ends the anxiety, the mental anxiety. And, you know, if you bring in your oracle cards, this ending is something I get a sense that you can create. You draw a line and you end something in order to get rid of all this deadwood, this distraction. What's distracting you? You know, what are you holding on to? Is it things that were once of value to you and things that may have been important at one point but now are holding you back, that are now distracting you? Is a lot of comfort and ostentatiousness a distraction from finding your creative drive, your creative goal, your more finding something that you really love to do? So there may be a degree of letting go of an old way of life even. May not necessarily be about leaving people behind. It may be about leaving a way of life, a way of seeing things behind, in order to move forward with more balance, with a more charitable sense of union with people and environments that are important to you. But, you know, this say no may well also come with your moment of epiphany, this sort of really tearing something down, throwing, you know, like discarding aspects in order to move forward with what is going to bring you more harmony, more happiness, deep-centered happiness. And beneath here, peeping out beneath the Nine of Wands here, you've also got the Strength card showing that You know, this may take, this has taken a lot of patience, a lot of endurance, but you have come out stronger and you have the strength to cope with a major change and overcome any adversities. So there you have it, Capricorn. Although at the moment you're holding on to something that you've built yourself, that's maintained your independence and brought security and a sense of value and comfort to your life, but there's an awakening here with the Ace of Swords, a truth emerging, and the challenge is to find the voice of that truth, to name it, and to be dexterous enough to move forward with it towards your advantage, and to find that path that brings you to deeper happiness, to more harmonious contentment. And that may involve releasing something, that may involve some degree of sacrifice, but certainly will involve stepping back and trying to gain a new perspective of things as something comes to an end, and with that ending, the strife, the battle ends, and a new day dawns, and that new day brings a major change that strips away veneer of things that are not as stable, secure, and helpful to you as you may have thought. There's something that needs to be stripped away in order to bring about a sense of balance. And find your focus on things that are important rather than on things that may be distracting you. So there you have it. An interesting new perspective may come your way this week. So I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and have yourself a good week, and God bless you till we meet again.